Hello, guys. I am Izzy here with the,
The exit.
and this is the video files. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Anyway, so he won according to the comments of the last episode, which I extremely disagree with. But anyway, yeah. You want to explain what we're doing today?
Well, this is a Father's Day special, and because it's Father's Day. So that has nothing to do with any of the winning or anything. I have come up with something that all of you have been asking about in the comments. This is going to be like an interview of sorts.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have a title for it just yet, but I have a few questions.
Trick questions.
You guys can keep count at home if you want, and yeah.
And if you got, just in case you guys
There's
were
a lot of
wondering,
questions.
it isn't the light. I did get my hair dyed yesterday.
So in the back,
So it's like red in the back.
I didn't do that.
Okay, you want to lift it?
Cool.
Alright. But everywhere else it's black. So just in case you were wondering, that was the light. That's my real hair. You want to start off, Father Sir?
Yes, I'm going to start off with an easy one. What is your favorite color and why?
Black, because to me it represents, like, a lot of people say black isn't a color, it's the absence of color. That's a lie. Okay, if it's a crayon, it's a color. And I will live by that statement to the day I die.
I have to agree with that. There's no way that you're coloring nothingness on a piece of paper.
Exactly. It would then the piece of paper itself would have been black. If it is the absence of color, then the piece of paper itself would have
If you
been
color the
black.
whole paper black, does it cease to be?
Exactly. Anyway,
What is your favorite food to eat or to cook?
my favorite cookies. They have a lot of happy memories attached to them, so I love them so much. My favorite type specifically is a triple chocolate chip cookie. It has fudge in the middle. It's delicious. But yeah, that's my favorite food.
I knew it was cookie.
I'm a sweet tooth.
What is your favorite game
My
of
favorite
any sort?
game. Oh, like any sort of game. My favorite game overall is probably Clue. But if I'm going video game, which I'll go there for like a brief moment. I don't know. I think my favorite video game that I've played in general, it's got to be the Eyes game that we downloaded to your phone a while ago. You still have it. Because it's so hard, but it's so funny. Because there's
like
just a floating head.
Slenderina thing?
Kind of, except you're going through the school and there's like a head
Oh
creature.
yeah,
going yeah, that one.
I haven't seen that game in a while. I saw my phone.
That's
still.
probably one of my favorite games. It has a lot of nostalgia attached to it. So,
If you could be any animal, which would it be and why?
a wolf, because that's my spirit animal. I've taken so many tests. They've all said wolf, and then I don't know.
Were these online tests?
All of them were online tests, but then one person actually told me that I act like she tried to guess what my spirit animal was, and she said wolf. So I guess I just have that energy.
Okay.
I don't know. Also, because wolves are one of my favorite animals, so it's my spirit animal. It's one of my favorite animals as well. So I would definitely be a wolf.
What is your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon. So I'm very tied with this one. My favorite cartoons they're tied. Amazing World of Gumball and the Adventure Time series. Definitely tied for first place in my heart. They both are there for different reasons, but yeah, those are my favorite.
Who's your favorite cartoon character and why?
My favorite cartoon character, straight off the bat, is Darwin from The Amazing World of Gumball. I would say Marceline, but I unfortunately have passed my Marceline era.
Nuts.
She is my second favorite character. Darwin, specifically because of his innocence and the just like the jokes that he takes part of. He's kind of reminds me of me in a sense because I've for the longest time been the sidekick, and then I
Maybe to me.
recently become more of a leader. When I was a kid, I was definitely more of a sidekick character.
Would you more? That means
so
you're
I
more of a
relate
Darwin,
more.
and now you're more of a Marceline. That's
Yeah,
what that would mean.
yeah. I'm more of a Marceline now than I was back then,
So
but
right
I
now
definitely
your favorite
relate.
is Darwin because it
Yeah.
represents your past.
I can relate to
innocence.
him. I feel like I relate to him a little bit. There's a lot like there are definitely episodes where I just like, oh, I remember feeling that way when that happened to me. Like so yeah, I can definitely relate to him, which is why
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite type of movie?
my favorite type of movie. I like horror and suspense, but I also like ones that make you think. So yeah, I gotta say horror and suspense are my favorite types, but then I love those that make like
Mystery.
mysteries, and I also love comedies. If I had to make a list right now, it would
So,
be
like,
horror at first.
psychological stuff.
Yeah, horror at first place. If you want to go specific, psychological horror is definitely my favorite. And then second place is mystery, and third place for me is comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, and this will never change, is Clue. 100% has always
Good
been
movie.
and will always be Clue. It has the perfect amount of suspense, mystery, and comedy into it. And it also has that horror aspect because you don't know who's going to die next.
What do you mean? Murder.
So it definitely brings all of my favorite movie genres into one movie, which makes it really good.
I like when Professor Plum and Scarlet. What?
Remember we talked about
I
this.
was-
It has to be
I was
closer to you.
scratching my
I know.
arm.
I'm just letting you know. We talked about this. Anyway.
I like when Professor Plum and Scarlet are approaching the mansion in the rain, and they stop, and they look at it, and the thunder strikes, and Scarlet goes, "Why did the car stop?" And he says, "It's frightened."
That must be it.
Why is the car stopped?
It's frightened.
I like that too.
What is who is your favorite actor, and who's your favorite actress?
My favorite actor is Johnny Depp. He has been my favorite actor since I was like 12 years old, and he's a good person overall. Well, that's a different conversation, sir.
He's better than his ex-wife.
I've seen a lot. He's one of those people that genuinely loves what he does, and he'll go to people, he'll go to his fan. He loves his fans. He genuinely just is a good person towards other people. I've just seen it in action. Sometimes
You've seen it in action?
yeah, I've seen it in action. There are people who have recorded him, and he didn't know they were recording.
Yeah,
And
you have to
they
show me this
posted it.
footage.
Yeah, I'll show him later. But yeah,
Because what he says on the
there's so
side
many
and how he acts
things.
behind the camera are two different people.
but definitely him as my favorite actor, and I gotta say actress, Emily Bonham Carter.
Okay.
I love her. She's just amazing. It's either her or I don't remember her name. I'm sorry.
What was she in?
She was Bellatrix Lestrange. Or is that the same person?
It's the same person.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. We're good. In my brain, I'm thinking they're two different people, but
I suppose it could be worse.
Yeah.
I
just like the roles that she plays. She has a lot of different roles with a lot of different personalities. I think she's a very wide-spanning actress, which is why I love her so much. Also, I grew up with her. So definitely there.
What are your feelings on what Hollywood has been doing?
Oh my god. So Hollywood has been producing a lot of crappy movies as of late. I feel like they could be doing better, but a lot of people are realizing that they're not going to be making any good movies. So a lot of people who are making their own movies, which I support that wholeheartedly. If you make your own sort of movie on a lower budget, a lot of people are going to go out and support you and see that. And if it's a good movie, then it's a really good movie. Like we watched what was that movie called recently? Obsessed. And that movie,
Obsessed or Obsession?
what
One or the other.
Obsession. That movie was amazing. And from what I understood, it had a really low budget, had a really good plot. Everything about it was just so perfect. That's probably one of my new favorite movies, honestly, because of how just well written it was and everything about it was really good. And it wasn't a Hollywood movie. So
no agendas, no nonsense.
I feel like because of everything going down with Hollywood is probably going to end up falling. Here's just a prediction. Hollywood is going to end up going to the ground. No one's going to be going to doing Hollywood movies anymore. They're going to end up losing all their budgets for movies, and people are going to make movies on their own.
Well, even still nowadays,
that is my prediction for the next few years.
Like the two new Marvel movies are going to do well because people are already buying tickets for them.
Yeah.
And they haven't come out yet. The new Spider-Man and the new Avengers Doom movie. It doesn't mean they're going to be good. The Spider-Man movie looks like it could be good.
As long as they start
movie,
making good
not.
movies again, I feel that if they start making good movies again, they will be able to get out of the mess that they've put themselves in. But they've got to learn from their mistakes in the past in order to do that.
Yeah.
I think
a lot of the problem
answered the question.
Problem with the
superhero
movies is that they have no direction. There's no end because
they just want to put in,
and that's always the way it is with comics.
Yeah, they just want to put in characters that the audience loves and then do what they want with the characters to make it so that people are seeing their favorite characters, but they're also seeing a bunch of crap at the same time. Because they know that the reason why people go to these movies is because the characters themselves and the characters they've loved for so long.
Yeah, and that's the reason why they are doing so many live action movies of the Disney stuff.
Yeah,
is because
and a lot of them are turning out great.
What people have.
The Snow White one, not so much. From what I've seen, the Moana one looks good.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
The Lilo and Stitch one, they ended it poorly.
Yeah.
They kind of took away from the family aspect. I mean, there's
from what I've heard,
a lot of hit and miss.
Little Mermaid one was okay up until the ending, and a lot of people didn't like Awkwafina in the movies at all.
Oh, she's not.
A lot of people hated it because she was a voice actress, and it was just really bad. I don't know why. For the life of me, you would put Awkwafina as a voice actress. Her voice is so scratchy and unpleasant. Anyway, that's just my opinion.
You like writing stories.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what would you write briefly if Hollywood would make a movie out of it without screwing it up?
Oh, what would I write? Okay. So there is a book that I have been working on, but not really because I'm over halfway with another book, so I'm trying to focus on that. But then there's another book series-ish that I have started in my writer's block, and I actually painted a picture of that girl that I gave you. That's one of the main characters.
What is a brief generalization of this movie?
Of this story. Okay, so we're in a different world where they have all these dead planets, and Earth is one of them, pretty much. So we are like elves and stuff like that who have lost all their dignity and stuff like that. Like, Earth is for people who have lost their identity, their dignity before they died, so they became less than what they were. So humans were elves.
They have become elves?
No, they were elves. They are now humans. So they died on your Luna, and they came to Earth like this is the dead planet.
So humans are a lesser life form in this case.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't take place on Earth, though. We don't really hear much about humans. That's just part of the context. So everything on there is sort of different. In the first book, this would be a really good movie, I feel like. If it doesn't get screwed up, is so they have.
So long as Hollywood doesn't.
They're having a famine, and when during this famine, they realize the only food that they could probably eat is dragon meat, and it's so hard to get that meat, which is why it's so expensive. But it's also super dangerous to go and kill a dragon. So they end up having to get all their men together and try to hunt down this dragon. And it ends up warping their DNA. by eating it. It makes them stronger, and basically makes them mutants between elves and dragons, which
Okay.
are called what did I call them? Dramens. They're called Dramens. And so they end up basically like their flesh becomes scaly but soft, like a dragon's skin. So they're heat resistant, like they can go into fires, stuff like that. And yeah. It's a pretty cool book concept. I don't want to explain a lot because I'm not done
That's
writing
okay.
it, but yeah, that's what I would make into a movie.
What is your favorite song?
My favorite song. Okay, I'm gonna do overall, and then I'm gonna do Christian songs to make it fair.
Okay.
So my overall favorite song is "Riot" by 3 Days Grace. Not really gonna give an explanation for that one. And then my favorite Christian song is "Lead Me to the Cross." It shall always be "Lead Me to the Cross." It was the one that was playing when I said the prayer to get saved.
I'm surprised
So-
it wasn't Oceans.
No,
I like
Yeah.
Oceans.
Oceans is nice, but my favorite one will always be "Me to the Cross." I have so many good memories attached to it as well. I met some of my best friends singing that song, so yeah, definitely my favorite song, my favorite Christian song.
What's your favorite Nine Inch Nails song?
Favorite Nine Inch Nails song? Heart-shaped box.
That's not a Nine Inch Nails song.
Wait, is it not? No, that's Nirvana. That's Nirvana. Dang it. Wait, which one? Wait, I have it on Spotify. I don't remember the names of every song, guys.
In the back of
Okay,
my mind, I was thinking the one that goes.
the one that goes like. Hold on, it's in my playlist. I'm pretty sure. Where are we? Okay. Shush.
I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan, so
yeah,
this
I
is
know.
a very lopsided question.
9 Inch Nails, 9 Inch Nails, that's Nirvana. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. I have to search it. Give me a second.
I didn't think this was
Stall
gonna be
for
that
me.
complicated of a question. She does like the band. She's
Okay.
seen them.
The Hand That Feeds. There we go. It's the first song that comes up because I listen to that specific song so often from 9 Inch Nails.
What is your favorite band or bands?
My favorite band / bands is it's 3 Days Grace, and I also really love Linkin Park. It will always be one of my favorite bands no matter what happens.
Even though it's not the same band anymore.
I know, I love both. Comment down below if you like the newer songs that have come out. I personally do, even though they might not be the old Linkin Park, and I still do miss the old vibes of what Linkin Park had. I'm glad that they are still making music.
I'm an OG Linkin Park fan.
Yeah, I like both. I'm
I
OG
can't-
and
I can't
newer.
listen to the new ones.
I'm both.
It's not the same to me.
All right, next one.
Now, little did you know,
Oh god.
when you were in utero, you
Okay.
had attended a Leonard Skinner and Blue Oyster Cult concert.
I did.
You did. You did.
I'm excited.
Your sister attended way more concerts in utero, but that's okay.
You loved her more.
So, with that being said,
Yeah.
you can include that if you wanted to, but I don't think you
Anyway.
should. What was your favorite concert that you went to?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna include those because definitely not those because I don't remember those. He had to remind me that I was shocked just now when I heard it, so I can't say those.
Now, I'm not super old. Leonard Skinner has been coming around, even though like most of their members have died, and they keep replacing him and stuff. Blue Oyster Cult has the same members. There's no.
As much as I love 3 Days Grace, I think my favorite concert will have to be the Alice Cooper concert that we went to because that one was that I feel like that one just overall was the best one
Most
that we went to.
cinematic.
It was the most cinematic. There was also like really like good memories attached to that one. We had gone to IHOP afterwards, and we have a few pictures. Me and my sister were acting like buffoons.
But they were having a good
We
time.
were having a really good time, but we were acting like buffoons. We were on the grass, and we were just sort of trying to have as much fun as we could without missing the music. It was really fun, and I think that has some of the happiest memories for me.
Good.
In terms of concerts.
What band would you like to see the most?
Well, we're gonna see Weird Al Yankovic, so I can't say that one. Although I will say that has definitely been on my list
I can't imagine
for
what
as
his concert's
long
gonna look
as
like.
I can remember. Weird Al Yankovic has been on my list. But let's see, what band would I like to see the most? I think if Chester was still alive, I would say Linkin Park, but he unfortunately is not.
I saw them
alive
with
or
Chester,
not.
and they were
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
I can't
Same
say.
place I saw us.
I would also say Cranberries if the lady was still alive.
Yeah,
but
Dolores O'Riordan
she's also dead.
Is also dead.
I gotta look at bands. Dang.
You look at bands?
Yeah, I gotta look because I have artists. Thank you. I would like to see The Offspring. Honestly, I'm gonna say The Offspring.
I don't know if they're still around, but
No, they are. I think I just got a thing from them.
so I mean, hey,
me
there's
see.
nothing stopping them from not coming around, right?
Let me see.
A lot of bands, a lot of old bands are
Events.
still doing shows.
Yeah, they're still doing shows. Still doing shows. There's one Saturday on the 19th.
Her first concert was the Dresden
At
Dolls,
Asbury Park. That's
and
the one that's nearest to us.
where was that?
They're doing something in London.
Coney
too.
Island.
But yeah, I would definitely say The Offspring is on my list of bands I would like to see.
If you could only sing one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's unfair. Skyfall by Adele.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know that one. I really love that song because it's one of those songs that sticks with you. I don't know what it is about that song, but I love how my voice sounds when I'm singing
She
it.
has sang it before.
And I had won third place with that song at a con.
Could have won better
thing.
than that.
I
mean,
don't
very,
know. It's
it's
whatever.
very strange judges.
Yeah, but it's
system.
okay. I
They go,
enjoyed
Disney
it.
song, first and second place. What was that song? It was an intense song. We have to give her third, right? I don't know. There's a person who kind of messed up in the bagpipe that we really want to give third place.
Oh my god. Okay, next.
Nah, we'll give it to
Next
Skyfall.
Next question.
All right.
We're not here to critique anybody.
What is your favorite Bible verse?
Ooh. My favorite one. Psalm 56:3.
Are you able to quote that?
When I am afraid, I will put my trust in you.
Okay.
Yep.
Who is your favorite disciple?
Favorite disciple, Peter.
How about of the chosen?
Peter.
Okay.
Of the Chosen, the series, it has to be a tie between Matthew and Peter.
I was gonna say Matthew.
I gotta
myself.
say, Matthew is so cute in the Chosen series. I just
Matthew
love
is so likable in
Yeah,
the,
he
in the
is.
chosen series.
And he is one of those people that would absolutely, if we had met in real life, I would have a crush on him.
I'd give him a big hug and be like, "You're lovely."
I would
dude."
give him a hug too. I just want to give
I'm
him
not even a hugger. It looks like he
Since
needs a hug.
I've started watching the series, like every time we watch an episode, I want to give him a hug. Every time. And then Peter is self-explanatory. You can work that out yourselves.
What do you think about Jesus?
He was awesome. He's an awesome man. He's an awesome dude, and he's gonna come back someday. And I
Amen.
cannot wait to see that happen.
Amen to
I
that.
have like a question of my own about Jesus. Do you think if when he was like a little baby, and she was trying to give him baths, he didn't let's say he didn't want to get in the bath, do you think she had to fight with him to not stand on the water and get into the water?
I don't know if he sat or not in the bucket that they used to. I mean,
Do you think
it
that?
wasn't a tub.
Yeah, I know, but do you think he would have walked on the water and be like, "I'm not going in it though"? Like,
No, because Jesus wasn't magical. It was
Yeah,
was
but
a connection with God.
I know. I
He was able
know.
to do those
I was
things.
just messing around. You took that question way too seriously.
He kept changing the water into milk. No, Jesus. We're not here to drink. We're here to bathe.
Anyway, Go on. I'm sorry.
How would you convince a non-believer to believe?
Well, first I would let them. So I'm not a pushy person. And I feel like a lot of people who try to preach the gospel are very pushy, especially in America, because that's how we've been sort of raised.
I mean, as opposed to other countries?
Yeah, as opposed to other countries. Like if we are very pushy with our views as people in America.
Sure.
Right. So a lot of people will go up to a person and just plead with them over and over again to go to church. One thing I would do is I would say I'm a Christian, but I wouldn't say that and not act like one, because a lot of the times that turns people off. Acting like a Christian and being a Christian are two separate things. You need to act like a Christian in order to show people who you truly are and who God is.
Mm-hmm.
So kindness and love is something that a lot of people lack, and something that you don't want to be a judge, because that's God's job.
Well,
it's something that if you tell a person, a non-Christian, if you judge things around a non-Christian, all they're gonna see is a judge.
What if they don't know? What if they don't know much about Christians, so they don't have?
If they don't know much about Christians, then I'll give them the
fresh and innocent in the thinking.
Okay, so if they don't
no bias against Christians, or
okay. So if they don't know much about them, my first thought is first, again, be kind to them, be loving to them, be supportive of them, and then eventually, if they ask me, because a lot of people end up doing this sort of thing, and I've learned this from my pastor Manny. Shout out to him, because he has led people to Christ doing this as well. Is that all he did was walk the walk that he had spoken for so long, that he claimed to believe, and they ended up realizing that this Christian, he's not like anyone else. That I want what he has. So a lot of the time when you're being pushy, I know a lot of people don't mean to do this. When you push and you push and you push and you ask and you ask and you ask, a lot of people feel pressured, and that's not something that people want to associate.
Yeah.
So my thing is just you be nice, and eventually when they realize that you're not like any other person they know, they will go to you. Mm-hmm. Making it feel like it is their choice to go and to ask is a very powerful thing, because then they realize that you're not forcing them into anything. And that's not what you want to feel like, especially when you're going to be, when you want to be a Christian, when you are a Christian, you don't feel forced to be a Christian. Especially, I don't feel like I'm forced. So
same.
You shouldn't make others feel forced to
it's
be
a personal relationship thing. It's not a religion.
Correct, but you shouldn't make others feel like they are being forced into something that they don't believe.
You shouldn't force anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody is different, though. Some people do need a little bit of a push, or else they won't make the decision.
Yeah, and if they do need a little bit of a push, then you can give them that. But
not a rough push.
Yeah, overall, just be gentle with your approach. That's my approach with everything.
So it is.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your basic.
Yeah, just gentle approach. Be kind, be loving, be respectful.
All right, back to easier questions.
Thank you.
If you could ask God any one question that he'd definitely answer, what would it be?
Oh, that he would definitely answer.
Easy question.
Okay. You say this is easy. This is a hard question because I have to come up with a question. Ooh, I know. I think I would probably ask why he. I mean, I know why he came at the time he came, but I would like to know a little more about him when he was down here, why he came at that specific moment, who he interacted with, that kind of stuff. Why it was so important that he came at that time and not this time. I understand overall why it was important.
Like Adam and Eve, or do you
no,
mean
why
Jesus?
why Jesus came?
Okay. Right.
And that I know overall why it was important, but I would like to know from his perspective, what was the main reason why he came at that specific time.
What do you think his answer would be?
Probably because he knew that we were gonna become a people that would just push things. Like when we became when this all came about, after America came about, if he came now, a lot of people would be in disagreement with him because a lot of
Well,
people,
I mean, people were in disagreement with him then, but probably not as much because they didn't
Yes.
have so much.
because of all of the stuff that's around us, it's so much easier to fall away. And so when you're starting a faith, a belief system, you don't want it to be on such shaky ground. Back then, they had so much more reason to have a solid belief system. So I feel like that's probably why. But that's the overall.
I'm a firm
In my
believer in
opinion.
their time being an issue.
Yeah.
Like it's in the Bible. He's a very very numbers and time efficient person.
Yeah.
God, where like so many things they happen in succession and it's so like Jonathan Kahn does a lot of coverage on that kind of stuff where God in numbers, and it's fascinating how it's like wow, because exactly this many years ago and then this many years ago from there, and it was not done. So I think Jesus came at a time starting the end of the world type of thing, and then nobody knew it obviously.
But now we do.
Yes, and now we still don't know when the time and place is going to
Also,
be.
I feel like a lot of
But we have to imagine it soon.
I also feel like a lot of it
time-wise.
has to do with the disciples. Like he chose those people for a specific reason, even though they were very naive at first.
They're all sinners. None of them were perfect
he
people.
ended up knowing that they would have the strongest faith, and they would end up being the ones who would be loving him enough to spread his word and to also die for him eventually. So definitely that. I think a lot of people nowadays do not have that type of commitment. Even though people do join like cults and stuff like that, and they will give their lives for these cults, and that's really sad. The people who have the most belief and like hearts, like steady belief system, even if it's the wrong belief system, they end up going towards the wrong things nowadays. So
Do
definitely
you like
sad.
kids?
100%. I want to be a foster parent, so that's an easy question.
Are boys or girls better?
I don't believe that boys or girls are better. I personally believe that God created us all equal, and He loves us all equally. And as much as I'm concerned, that is all I need to know.
Yeah, well, I already wrote the question. I can't change it now.
What is the question?
No, that question. I bet by better I didn't mean.
Oh. In my opinion, like which would be easier to raise, kind of thing.
Sure.
right.
Which do you find more enjoyable? I guess.
I don't
on average.
enjoy one more than the other, but I will say boys are probably easier to raise in terms of like if you're raising a boy, you don't have as much to deal with, but when you have a girl, there's so many more things and so many more fears that you're going to have as a parent for your child, especially as like a girl mom or girl dad. Because there are so many more things that will harm, like they're out there to harm women and girls, young girls,
Yeah.
where there's not as many things to, you can't really say the same exact thing for boys, although there are people that are just really bad.
Boys generally, it's for boys it's outward trauma, girls
Yeah.
inward trauma. So you have
Because
to worry
girls
about
are
whether boys are
also-
gonna break each other's
Yeah.
legs and arms and stuff. Girls, whether or not they're gonna go down a pit of despair and
Well, girls also they have to wonder every day. Like they grow up in a world in a society where they're not a lot of. And I live by this statement: women, like parents, should be educating their sons to not view their daughters in any sexual way. Like they shouldn't be. Yes, they shouldn't be like boys and children, like guys specifically, should not like go past a girl who's wearing a tank top during a run and see her shoulders and be like, "Oh, her shoulders are out. She must be asking for it." Because a lot of girls, they end up growing up in a way to feel like they are the problem and they really aren't. There's just a lot of like, and you can go, there are museums for this where they have these women's clothing, these people who were raped and they were taken aside and they were sexually assaulted, and a lot of them were wearing like head to toe clothing, like long sleeves, the whole bit. So you can't really say what was she wearing
Oh, no,
when.
that's just bad parenting.
Yeah. So
I think even
there's a lot of things where I would be more scared to raise a girl than I would to raise a boy.
A very innocent boy would
Yeah.
see girl skin and be sort of like not embarrassed, but sort of like inquisitive.
Yeah.
And a little coy, and like, oh, I saw
Yeah.
her shoulder, and I shouldn't have
Yeah.
seen her shoulder, but it looks so soft. There's a natural attraction.
Yeah.
And guys are gonna.
But I'm just saying
no matter
that you
what,
shouldn't.
But they shouldn't be sexualized.
Yes.
You should not raise kids
Like-
with sexualized stuff.
Anyway.
Yeah, I would say definitely more scary to raise a girl. So if I had to choose, I would raise a boy, specifically because it's more scary to raise a girl.
What is your favorite boy name? Favorite girl name?
I have lists.
Oh my
I have
goodness.
lists on my phone, guys.
I did not think that she was prepared for this answer.
I am prepared for this answer.
There's only one question she knows that I'm asking, and she probably have forgotten it by now.
I actually
We'll
did. I
see.
don't know what I don't know what you're referring to. I'm scared. All right. So for girls, my favorite name. Let's see off my list here. It's probably
Amira.
It's probably my favorite name.
Okay.
It's very unique. It's very sweet sounding, and I just love it.
Boy?
My favorite boy name.
Ignatius. It's not me.
It's Ignatius. I'm sorry, Dad. Joseph is not my
I
favorite
should
name.
have been named Ignatius.
Ignatius is my favorite name. It's so cool and amazing. I just love it. It has a beautiful sound to it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the best way to raise a child?
I would say somewhere in the middle between gentle parenting and, like what they did back in the olden days, how you were raised.
Sure.
Definitely in the middle. You don't want to go too gentle
Not
because
exactly how I was raised.
yeah. So between
I don't raise you how I was raised.
a healthy middle. A healthy middle.
I
So
try to do
not
that,
too not too gentle, because you don't want them to think that they're not going to get punished for anything. Because if they realize as a kid that that they can get away with anything without getting punished for it, then they're going to grow up, and a lot of these people end up doing things that are just really bad. They can end up going to jail for it, and you don't want that to happen to your kid as a parent. So you do want to end up punishing your kid. I would never raise my hand to my kids if that's not how I would like to treat my kids. I know when I was a kid, hitting was not the best way, because I didn't.
Everybody's different too.
Yeah, everybody's different, but I feel like when I was raised, definitely.
I've seen kids hit their parents back, and I go,
Yeah.
where do they learn that from?
We've talked about
Let me speak! How does that feel?
So the healthy middle ground would be like gentle parenting, but not too gentle. So like you could still like go to the living room. We're gonna talk about this. We need to talk about this, and then afterwards we'll discuss a punishment together to sort of
that
grow.
Is very healthy. This way
It's a
they
very
understand.
Yeah. That way they understand why they're being punished
And
and,
they're
what
not
they're
getting away
doing.
with it.
Yeah.
But even still, there may be a compromise.
Yeah.
In which case, you should know at this point now, you're going to have to compromise.
Yeah.
Because right now, how you think, not necessarily how it's going to wind up.
Yeah.
Because
And there will always be
that's
like
the way it
that.
is. Everyone says
thing,
when they're a
but-
kid, I'm not going to go through my parent, or
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. And then as soon as they become a parent, different story.
You definitely want to ask the kid why they did what they did. Like if it's something like they hit a kid at school, you want to know why they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely want to have conversations with them before you end up punishing them, because you want to know why your kid thinks what they did was correct. So that way you can correct that thinking. It's not so much the behavior, it's more the thinking process before the behavior, that needs to be corrected. And a lot of kids just think, oh, I should never do this. Like, if a kid defends himself or needs to defend himself, and he was taught and he's punished for hitting people in general, he's probably not going to defend himself. So you really need to instill it in them that you need, like, what specific thing they're being punished for is very important to me.
If parents that let their children grow up to be criminals, should parents that let their children grow up to be criminals be punished?
I would say this is a very deep-rooted question, because there are parents that didn't know their kid was going to be a criminal.
No, the ones that did know.
They
that their
did
kids
know.
are growing,
Okay,
yes.
they did.
Not the parents would be like, he was always a good boy. He was a little
Okay,
quiet. Those
well-
aren't the ones I'm talking about.
those definitely not. There are some parents that if they definitely raised them in a way where they knew they would definitely end up some sort of thing ended up where they would go in jail, they should definitely be punished. I feel like there's a lot of truth in the statement, and this is a quote from Krampus, that people should be taking tests before they are allowed to have children.
I said maybe they should have to take a test before they're allowed to breed.
I'm serious, because
It's a pretty good movie, too.
there are people that genuinely should not be parents. And those people, unfortunately, are allowed to become parents, and they end up abusing their children or teaching their children the wrong ways, and these children end up in foster homes, or these children end up in the streets or in jail as adults, and you really don't want that. So if you want less people to have to go to foster homes and have to be adopted out into better families, and less people to have all these traumatic experiences, then these people need to be tested before they have
I agree.
kids.
There are a lot of adult situations that a test should be required.
Yeah.
Lots of things. Marriage,
Yep.
having kids, getting a credit card, voting. I mean,
Yeah,
lots of
because
things.
you need to know that people understand what they're getting into before they get into
Absolutely.
it. Like, I know for a fact that I've been working with kids for so long that it's just part of me.
College, too. Going to be able to go to
Yeah,
college. That's another
so
one.
if I had to, like, take a test to become a parent, I would happily do so, because I don't want, like, the last thing I want for a child of mine is for them to be raised in an abusive household, or like emotionally or physically abusive. I don't want that. So if it's best for my kid that I don't have kids, then I would not have kids.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people need to take that.
And there are
into
good
consideration.
people who make really bad, dumb mistakes
Yeah.
because they just don't know. Like people
Correct.
whose kids die in the car because
Yeah.
I
And
just
it's
went
so
in real quick to go
heartbreaking.
get something, and it's like I
It's
didn't
so
realize that it was that
heartbreaking.
hot out
I
that the
had
kid suffocated
seen-
and died, and it's like it wasn't even in there that long, and
Yeah.
it's so sad, but it
And
happens.
It's a heartbreaking thing because a lot of parents don't realize what they're doing is just generally wrong.
And people who get distracted very easily, their
Yeah.
kid wanders out into the pool and then drowns because
It's insane.
they're a very easily distracted person.
Yeah.
That person probably shouldn't have kids.
Like people who are narcissists 100% should not have kids.
I mean,
Because if you are a narcissist, then you are saying all you care about is yourself. Once you have a child, your child becomes your main priority. You are not the main priority. If that makes sense.
well, some narcissists, they're able to turn their focus on the
Some,
child, especially
but not all. Most actually don't.
especially children
and
who
it's harmful for
wind
the
up having
for the
issues.
children.
You know, the narcissist parent becomes
Yeah.
the best.
If you look at
know,
serial killer
My
cases,
kid has Down
like,
syndrome, and I'm gonna be making sure that kid
Yeah,
stays
yeah.
on schedule and stuff. And all the power to those kind of parents. And
If
some
you
of
look
them
at
are
serial
narcissists.
killers as children, a lot of them had narcissistic parents who ended up abusing them, and it was really bad. So definitely, that's my thoughts on that. Yeah.
Speaking of serial killers,
Oh yeah. I got on the right track. I didn't know.
if you had to be killed by a serial killer, who would you choose to kill you?
Ooh. Okay. What is his name? Oh yeah, you asked me this question. Okay.
This is one she knew about.
I
I know the answer already.
think I said what was his name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's the clown guy. I forget what his name was.
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. Yeah.
Because
So
Pretty
firstly,
good answer
because
last time.
yeah, because he first off he's gay, so he targeted guys. So literally all of his victims were men. So if he had to kill a girl, I'm sure he would do it swiftly because he needed to, not because he wanted to. He did the yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well,
to kill. Yeah, she
if
was there.
he had to kill me, if he had to,
It was life or
he would-
death.
he-
and
he-
it was her.
yeah, if he had to kill me because I'm a female, it would probably go a lot swifter because he took joy out of seeing the guys because he would do it more slowly and stuff like that. He would take his time simply because it aroused him in some way, which is really sickening. And that's another topic. It does tie in with abusive households. But yeah, like if you're taught from a young age that your parent gets joy from hitting you,
Yeah.
you're gonna
bad parent.
associate that later on, and that's what happened with him. that sort of stuff is good in a sexual manner, and it's gonna unfortunately end up arousing you, and you could become a very abusive partner.
Do you like crime?
I don't like crime. I
Okay.
do like the psychology behind true crime. I know why he asked that question. I listen to a lot of true crime, a lot of murder cases, a lot of robberies, actually, recently. I'm listening to a lot of stuff about robberies, which is kind of interesting as well. Because a lot of these people ended up, like, they grew up with nothing, so they feel like they need to have everything. So, yeah, a lot of it is the psychology behind it all. It's not the crime, it's more the psychology.
What is your favorite crime?
I don't have a favorite crime.
Ah, good answer. Good answer. That's the Christian answer. Caring too much. So people put in resumes.
My dad being too handsome.
Who is?
Remember, it's Father's Day, people.
That's right.
Anyway,
Who is your favorite serial killer?
I wouldn't say, because all serial killers are evil. I will say the
Another
most
good answer.
interesting
Okay,
serial killer
all right.
is Edward Kemper. He
Okay.
is probably the most interesting one. Other than, what's his name? Bundy. Because they somehow let him escape 3 times. So he wasn't interesting in a serial killer way. He was more interesting in a how did you escape 3 times kind of way.
Maybe it was like a Paul kind of
But-
thing, and God just opened up the gates and
Yes.
let him go.
I
No,
think
no.
it
We weren't
was-
supposed to get to that.
It was either
God did not allow
I forget
somebody
which
to
one
get
it was.
free.
It was either Edward Kemper or Ed Gein who fed the bodies to the pigs. And skinned his victims to make him look like his mom. It was a very interesting case. It was a very
That
interesting.
might have
case.
been Geen, but
I'm not sure which one that
entirely
was.
sure.
I gotta search it up. It was either Edward Gein or Edward Kemper, both Edwards. So yeah, either
My
one.
dad's name was Edward.
Yeah, honestly, I'm scared.
No, he's fine.
Continue.
If you were a serial killer, how would you stay undiscovered?
I can't say that. What if that happens? I'm kidding. It's not gonna happen.
Don't serial kill for one.
I don't wanna encourage this. But if I had to be a serial killer, and this is how I would go undiscovered. So a lot of people, what I've seen at least, is that they take little to no consideration of where the body goes. A lot of people will put like the highway killer. He specifically put it on the highway because he didn't think it was gonna get caught. But they ended up narrowing it down to a truck driver because, those are the people that use the highway the most. So what you want to do, no matter what your job is, let's say I am a
They
truck
probably
driver.
had like tire marks and stuff like that.
Also, that kind of stuff. Like, definitely
My cousin
something
Vinny.
where
There is no way that these tire marks were made by a 64 Buick Skylark. These marks were made by a 1963 Pontiac Tempest.
This is your opinion?
It's a fact.
first off, you want to get into a position to where you are low profile. A lot of serial killers end up having like families and stuff like that specifically because they want to go, oh well, I'm a father, a brother, I have children, I can't be a
Yeah, I
killer.
would never do something
So
like that.
one thing I would do is go kind of against the norm, even though I'm an extroverted person. Well, I'm an ambivert, but I'm more extroverted than introverted. So I would continuously be single, unfortunately, because of the overwhelming amount of people that they would be looking at this point in time at least. They look for people with who are fathers who have been in domestic abuse cases, that kind of stuff. They look for that. So at that point, if you stay alone, you're more safe. Another thing is to hide the body specifically. You cut up the body into many parts. You burn the body, take the ashes, put them in a lake. That way it looks like sand. You will never be discovered.
You'd have a bit of an advantage being a woman because most serial killers, or not all serial killers, are guys.
Yeah.
Not every single one of them was a guy,
But
mostly.
the ones that are women, they don't take much consideration at all into what they do with the bodies. That's just what I have seen. So yeah, that's my answer. Do not kill people. Just disclaimer.
If you had a twin, what would you do together? And don't say serial killer because that's a bad idea.
If I had a twin, dang, okay. Kind of feel like this is something like Alyssa would ask me, and then she'd be like, "But wouldn't you do that with me?" It's one of those.
I might
trick
be her twin
questions.
that she doesn't know about.
Alyssa's kind of like my twin, so we do.
People
we do
mistake
a
them
lot
as
of
twins all the
things.
time, and if you've seen
Yeah,
them
we
side by
do.
side, they don't look
We do a
like
lot
they're
of
twins.
things together, though. So I would have to say I wouldn't want a twin, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Because I have my sister. I have Alyssa.
If you had a twin, not.
I'm gonna say if Alyssa was my twin. If Alyssa was my twin, which she's not, but if she was, a lot of what the first thing we do, even though we look nothing alike, if it was like, are we like, wait, in this hypothetical, are we?
It's a twin.
Do we look the same?
Yes, you're identical.
Okay, we're
twins.
identical twins. Okay. If she had a boyfriend, and I wanted to know more about the boyfriend, we'd switch places for like one date to see if I could approve.
That's dangerous.
It's not that dangerous.
No, that's
No, it's not. See what I do?
that is relationship sabotage.
No.
That is-
See,
then he'll think that he exposed all of his
Or-
innermost feelings and stuff to her, and then
no. So I would make sure it's like they've been dating for a while.
she'd be living
It's
a lie.
No, it'd just be like they've been dating for a while. They're going on like a casual date, like to the park, and then we'll come back, and like to wherever. Like we'll go back to our house, and then me and her will switch clothing, like back to what we would originally dress as, and she'll come back, and I'll just tell her like what happened on the date, and I'll tell her like if I approve of said boyfriend. Because you gotta be careful nowadays, especially as a woman, when you go out and you go on dates, you don't know who's gonna be there, what's gonna
Sure.
happen. So yeah, definitely safety first. That's one thing we would definitely do.
Who is your favorite dad?
You. Anyway, next question.
I needed that one.
This is a stupid question, to be honest.
It's Father's Day, What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm writing, so definitely an author, and I would love to be a foster parent, and maybe one day, who knows, I might be able to produce a song one day. Who knows? Who knows?
If you could trade lives with anyone you know, who would it be and why?
Trade lives. with anyone I know. Hannah, 100%.
Why?
Because she's got so much support around her. She's a very good person. She has, and I'm not saying I want her life, but if I had to choose someone to switch, even just for one day, it would be her. Because she has so much less stress around her.
I'm sure she would say the
lot of-
opposite of that.
I know, but I know.
She has to leave church early sometimes to go do like play recitals and things.
Yes, I know. And
Hannah, you're awesome.
which
if
she's
you're watching
really
this.
good at. So
Does Hannah watch your videos?
I don't think so. But if she does,
Watch it, Hannah.
if she ends up watching this one, which I will send her the link to this one, even if she doesn't look at my text, she might look at this one. We love you.
If you were forced to have a job you hated for the rest of your life,
God.
what job would you choose
Job I hated?
for the rest of your life?
Job I hated. Why would I choose a job I hated?
You have no other choice.
Can you give me options?
No.
Because then I
tell me
can't just
tell me the
choose.
worst job that you would choose to do.
I would. One job I would absolutely hate to have is a politician. I would hate to be a politician.
You can get money for it.
I would hate it. It's not something I'd be good at. I'm not that good at, speeches, that kind of stuff.
You're
Also,
good at this
I
interview.
hate being hated. So, if I had to choose between being like a singer and a politician, it'd be singer all the way because
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to be a tough house
even even though a singer might have hate, I love singing. There's a difference. I don't like just being stared at and gawked at, and it's a
Having to be
difference.
fake
It's a
and
different.
having
It's
to
it's a different world.
make other people like you, and even if
A
they
lot
don't.
of singers nowadays, and I'm supporting this a lot. A lot of singers nowadays aren't pretending to be someone who they're not. Meanwhile, back then, a lot of singers would end up killing themselves because they hate like having to act like they were a person they weren't. So definitely, if I had to have a job I hated, it would definitely be a politician because they're so fake. They have to be fake all the time, and I can't see myself doing that.
We are somewhat winding down in these questions.
Oh, thank
but
God.
There's still a lot of questions.
Dang!
Okay, what are some of your pet peeves?
Ooh, pet peeves. Okay. hate it when people leave their drawers open in their room, which is ironic because my roommate Sophia does that all the time.
Okay.
I'm mentioning names. Sophia does that all the time. Anyway, it's okay because most people don't know who that is, so it's okay. And I gotta say, ooh, not reading your texts. Not reading your texts has to be the worst. If like I can see if you're not reading it right away, maybe that's okay. But like if it's like then like 2 weeks later and you haven't read your texts yet, that's too late. That's too long a time for you to not read your texts. And I know sometimes he's guilty of it, not many times.
2 weeks?
No. Like maybe a few days at most for you. At most. That's like the longest. That's it.
I hardly ever use my phone to communicate.
Correct. So
It's a pocket.
Hannah, not mentioning any names, but you need to answer your texts, girl.
You just said she doesn't watch these.
I love
Now
you.
you have to send her the link. so
I
she
am gonna
watches.
watch. I'm gonna send her the link, and she's not gonna watch it. You watch. Oh yeah, I have one last one. Last one. I promise. My last pet peeve has to be last minute packing. It has to be it. I'm sorry.
I don't like last minute anything.
I'm a scheduler. I have everything down to a T for the next month.
She's a very punctual person.
I'm very punctual. So if you are late or if you are packing last minute, you are going to leave things behind. You want to have that head start in packing. I told my cousin and my sister we're going on a trip, and I told them to pack ahead of time. I've told them for the last week that they need to pack at least one of these days.
And they just started doing their clothes.
And they've
yesterday.
just started doing it. They
Washing
didn't even.
them.
Yeah, they washed them yesterday. They're not even starting to pack until the day before we leave. We're
They're
leaving
packing right
tomorrow.
now.
We're leaving tomorrow, and we have to get packed. And I'm just so scared they're gonna leave something behind. So yeah, definitely being late, packing late, not answering texts, and leaving your drawers open.
What is something that can always cheer you up? I know this one.
Always cheer me up.
I know this one.
Hot Fuzz.
I
The
didn't-
movie.
I didn't know this one.
What did you think it was gonna be?
A hug.
No. Because there are times where if you give me a hug and I'm really upset, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna help.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if I'm in a mental fog in a state where it's like it's too late, it's gone. I'm gone. Like I'm like upset. A hug's not fixing that.
I thought my hugs were magical.
No. I'm sorry. It's not just your hugs though. Anybody's
It's
hugs
the
would
worst
be.
Father's Day
No,
ever.
no. Also, I would also like to add my dogs to the answer. Our dogs definitely cheer me up every time. If I'm going through something, specifically Cooper, he was my little,
My little man.
yeah. Whenever I was upset, he would come up to me. He would know somehow.
He
He just
did.
had this instinct to where, like, if someone was feeling upset, he would go over to them. He would sit on my lap even though he didn't like sitting on my lap, and he would sit on my lap until he felt that I was okay. So definitely my dogs.
What are some of your favorite hobbies?
Singing, drawing, editing certain videos. Not every video. Not long videos. Videos that are like average size, like 30 minutes tops. Those are okay. Videos that are longer than 30 minutes. Like this one. He's gonna have to edit. I can't. It takes too much time, and it won't get done until later on. Like I'm in the middle of editing a video, for example, that we made this video back in 2025, November of 2025,
I thought you finished that.
and it wasn't with us. It was
No,
with
it
my
wasn't me.
friend Jazz and my little sister Gwen, and we were taste testing foods. That is a spoiler, but I don't care. I have been editing this video for no joke. 6 total months have gone by, and it's not done yet. So editing is definitely one of my favorite hobbies, but it depends on the length of the video.
Well, that gives us leeway to this one.
Yes.
What hobby gives you the most peace and which the least?
Editing gives me the least peace. I gotta say, but the most peace definitely writing songs.
I agree.
It gives me the most peace. It also gives me the most joy.
I used to write songs and
because
poetry, but like when I hit a
when
writer's
a
block,
song-
it becomes like I
Yeah.
don't want to do it.
When a song comes together, it gives you so much joy and gives you so much more accomplishment, like a feeling of you've done something.
Mm-hmm. When you're done with that final
And
product,
when you're
it's
done,
nice.
it's beautiful.
It's something you want everybody to
Yeah,
you share
it's something you want to share with everybody.
I totally get that.
And painting is definitely one of the most peaceful as well. I gotta say that one. It's gotta be a tie between those two for me.
There's nerve-wracking for me to do anything like that.
Painting is gorgeous. We have a painting in here that I did actually.
I have a lot of paintings in my room of hers.
Yes.
If you could grow an extra body part, which would it be and why?
A hand. Easy question.
Not an arm, a hand.
Well, I'm assuming the hand is attached to an arm.
It could be attached to the same
That's
arm.
me assuming.
It could be coming out of your forearm.
Okay, so if I had to, okay, wait.
So
Now I have to
an arm with a hand.
An arm with a hand. Yeah. I definitely do that because I have a lot of things in my brain that I need to do and get done, and it takes 3 hands to do it.
Totally get that.
That's just it. I have so many things that I will want to do at once.
Pretty impossible
Yeah,
though.
I want to, like, there's a lot of things I want to do at once that I can't. But it would be so much easier if I had 2 hands. If that makes sense.
3.
Yeah, 3.
What's your favorite historical event?
Favorite historical event? The Boston Tea Party.
Okay.
I will not say World War II, although it is the most. It's my favorite thing to learn about because there's so many things that are coming out about like the Holocaust, World War II, and stuff like that. It's just very interesting. But my favorite overall historical event has to be the Boston Tea Party because it shows how us as Americans first started, and I feel like a lot of people need to revisit that topic because it shows us back at our roots. We are meant to go against things that we despise. It shows like if you don't like something, this is what our nation started as. It started as people who, just for the simple cost of having taxes on their tea, having taxes on sugar, on the ground that they walked on, having all of that is something that they opposed from the very beginning. So a lot of people need to be reminded of that. Especially like politicians should be reminded of that because
politicians should remind the people of that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they do the opposite. They give this lofty fake history.
A lot of politicians they need to realize that they were only in their office because of the people that fought for this country, that fought for these rights, and the people that have voted them into office. If it weren't for the people, then they wouldn't be there. They just need to know it. It's one of my favorite historical events because it ties to history today. That's definitely... I know that was a longer answer, but...
Have you traveled to any special places, like tourist attractions?
That's an easy one. We went to the Bahamas in November. That's definitely one of the most special places I've ever been. It's so beautiful, and just overall, the people are amazing there.
You've been to the Grand Canyon?
A lot of people. Yeah, I've been to the Grand Canyon. I would say, though, out of the two, my favorite one of those would be the Bahamas. Specifically because it's so peaceful there.
Yeah, that answers the next question.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's definitely one of my favorite ones because it's so peaceful there. The people are just amazing. And you don't get that a lot in America. Like, where there's a lot of people who feel entitled.
Well, I mean, they're over in the Bahamas. Who's gonna act up in the Bahamas?
The Bahamas, a lot of people don't feel as entitled. Because they don't have as much. So the people are so much nicer.
Because it's also a getaway. People aren't in a different type of mindset when they're there.
But a lot of like the people who live there, I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like those people specifically, they don't act as entitled, and they don't show they aren't as rude. Straight up.
Well, the people who live there should be acting entitled. I'd imagine the tourists would be entitled ones.
I know. I'm just saying that's one of the things that's like a breath of fresh air.
I find it very encouraging lately. They're showing a lot of people touring to this country for the World Cup who are amazed at all the stuff that we have. They're like, oh, there's so many Chick-fil-A's. Oh, there's so many of this. I want a Taco Bell at home. And it's like Buc-ee's and all that stuff. And they're like, their minds are blown. They're like, this place is awesome. And it's like, wow, you never hear anybody who lives here say that kind of stuff.
But
and
also,
it's so refreshing to hear that kind of thing.
There's also so many things that people like they hear about things that are in America, like healthcare and stuff like that, and they hate it. They're like, the price of healthcare is astounding to them. because they're like, oh, you have to pay to hold your own baby, to have a baby.
Yeah.
They get like they will have paid breaks and stuff in the UK. They will have mandatory
They also have wait lists,
breaks.
or if you have a certain kind of cancer, you have to go on a list
Yes.
and wait. And some people die before that
Yeah.
ever happens. So,
But having
so free stuff comes at a cost.
Yes.
Here, especially because of our past president, he has allowed people the right to try. So if like there's a controversial way of getting something done, I don't care. I really want the doctor to do that. Now, finally, and I don't know why this wasn't the case for forever.
Yeah.
You have the right to be able to go do that. And it's like, yeah, you're paying for it. Of course you should be able to go do that. Where would your dream place to live be?
Australia.
Okay.
I know it's hot down there, but I've always loved Australia. It's my dream place.
If you can go back in time to tell your younger self something, what would it be and why?
Hey, you're still alive.
That's-
You made it past 18.
Dudes!
Hey, you're still alive.
Yeah!
You made it past 18. It's kind of weird. Because as I was about 10 and I didn't think I was going to make it to 18.
You're going back in time to tell the 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure you know this.
I was
You're
about
still alive is
Yeah,
not a
I
good
know.
thing to say to that person.
I know.
It's like, I hope so.
No, because I thought when I was about 10 years old, I was definitely, that's
oh, you
when
mean like, look at me, we're
still
alive.
here.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
All right.
because
That's not what I thought you
I
meant.
didn't think I was going to make it to 18. I thought the oldest I was going to end up being was 12.
You're still alive. Shouldn't I be?
I was 10 years old when I started thinking I was gonna die at 12. And
Sad.
when I was 12 years old, I was surprised I made it that long. So I would go back to my younger self and tell them, hey, you're still here, you're still on Earth, and everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out. It might hurt a lot right now, but everything's gonna work out.
Mm.
Definitely. I think my younger self would also need like a big hug.
With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you.
Is there a question that I didn't ask that you'd like to answer?
One question that you didn't ask that I would like to answer. Can I ask you a question?
Move this man!
Is that the question? No.
Well,
all right. Yeah, I guess.
yes.
Sure.
I would like to ask him a question. What is your favorite part of having raised me and why?
Well, I mean, I didn't finish raising you, but I'm kind of being cut short, really, because I got to raise you as a little you, and I mean, you don't necessarily raise an adult, but you kind of do, because you are still technically a teenager. There's a lot to know. When you get older, the things that you want to avoid as an adult, and the things you want to look, certain things to do, like how to get a job and how to do taxes. There's a lot of how-to stuff that you'll be surprised how many things you've not learned yet.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been doing my own research.
I very much enjoyed raising you. You were always somebody that I knew I can relate to. You, like me, had your heart on your sleeve. You were very upfront with how you felt, with me especially. I know you knew that you can always trust me and conveying things to me.
And there are
expressing
still
yourself
some
to me.
things that you don't know, and that's okay because every person has things that they need to keep a secret.
I do my best. I know there are things that I needed to pry and to get out of you.
Yeah.
But I also know there are things that I don't need to know.
Yeah.
Not because I don't want to know, but because you need to have
Privacy.
not privacy. I mean, you may want to even express those kind of things to other people, but it's not necessarily. I don't always need to be the one that you express stuff to.
Yeah.
So, but I do always want to have you around.
Yeah.
You're kind of like my best little buddy.
I'm little in a figurative sense and a literal sense. To him.
She's a younger girl version of me that I've dreamt about for years.
I'm not a girl version of you because I'm not. You're that
no,
tall.
actually, thank God you're not a girl version.
I'm not super tall, and I don't
always-
have 13 X's.
I've dreaded having a child that would grow up to be me because I wouldn't want that person to go through what I went through. And it took me years to understand that you haven't. Because there are so many things that I went through that you didn't go through.
Yeah.
And that you hopefully you'll never go through.
Yeah.
And I mean, it shaped me to be who I am.
Yeah.
And the best I can do is be the best me possible for you, and not to be the broken person that I am inside. Because that's not the person you need. But sometimes when you are feeling broken, it's good for you to know that I too am broken, and that there is something that you can relate to with me, and there's a bit of comfort in that.
Okay. What is your favorite? I'm sorry. Just one more. What's one last question? I promise you.
Okay.
What's your favorite part and least favorite part about me, and why?
Least favorite part's got to be that third eye in the back of your head. Can never sneak up on me ever.
Sorry.
Oh, we're live.
Also, I'm not ticklish, so that has to be part of it, right?
I was never a big tickler. My favorite part about you is how creative and expressive and sort of free-spirited you are. Always enjoy that about you. I enjoy the stories. I enjoy the little lies. There's this one time
it's funny.
she wanted to bring a doll, a Barbie doll, to
You're not bringing this up. No,
to school.
You're bringing this up.
And she said to me, she goes, my teacher said, in honor of princesses everywhere, we're allowed to bring a princess to school. And I said, I don't believe that. Can you ask your teacher to write me a note saying it's okay for you to bring a doll in school? And
I was not able to achieve bringing the
tried.
note
She
home.
did
I tried.
And listen,
I was not
part of
able
me,
to,
I mean, it was so cute, and I was like, all right, yeah, do it. But the other part of me remembered, I brought something to school once, I never got it back.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that happening to you. So.
I did end up bringing something to school at one point, and it did not come back home.
And it's so sad. Teachers,
it was that
they
it
don't
wasn't from a
stuff.
teacher. I remember I think it was in the lost and found, and someone took it from there.
Oh.
It ended up going to the lost and found. Like a teacher said that they put it in there. It was my my ball with the gold glitter in it, and it was in middle school. I never got that back.
So my least favorite part about you, hey, that's the twin, by the way.
Hello. She's got a fishtail braid, and she's very pretty.
My least favorite part about you is you are 18 years old and you are starting to get jaded. And I hope that's not a continued trait. I hope you relax a little bit on the inside and not be that gruff person that you really aren't meant to be. Okay. Two things. One, I don't like seeing you cry. I understand that you need to cry, but you don't have a face for crying.
Yeah.
And it's not an ugly thing. It's a thing when I see you cry, I go, no, this is wrong.
Because it hurts.
Sometimes it needs to happen.
Yeah.
But you don't have a face for that.
Yeah.
Your face is meant to smile. You have your sister. Your sister has a face to smile.
Yeah.
And I know people can say that about everybody, but it's there's something about the two of you that the frown looks unnatural. And I know that sounds really weird and maybe biased.
I've been told that when I am just spacing out, I look like I'm angry. I don't intend that. It's just something that I've grown up doing. I just I will zone out and I'll just look like this. And my sister and my cousin will literally ask me or text me if we were doing school. They would text me and they'd say, "Are you okay?" And when I got back from zooming out back to reality, I would look at it and be like, "What do they mean? Am I okay?" And they will hold this over my head all the time. When I look like I'm focused, I also look like I'm really upset. Like I'm like typing and I'll be like, because I'm thinking so hard that my eyebrows ruffle and like I'm looking like I'm angry. So they take pictures sometimes and they'll send them to me of me like really focused typing an essay or painting, and I'll look upset. I'm not. I just genuinely look that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. You're growing and things will change.
Yeah.
And you're only 18, so
In honor of fathers everywhere, happy Father's Day and
happy Father's Day. And happy Isabella.
And a bit of advice: let your children
interview.
express themselves.
Please listen to the children. Please listen to the children.
And have emotions because they are children after all, and they need to feel safe around you. If you ever want to get along with them ever, you need them to feel safe.
Let me know in the comments how many questions I asked. I know it's 50 or 51 questions.
Yes.
And I hope you
Also,
enjoyed the questions.
Write
I asked.
down in the comments below what you would do and what you wouldn't do as a parent, just to give other people a thing to, take note of. Maybe it'll help other people to read your comment and be like, hey, actually, that's a good point. I wouldn't do that.
If you
Don't
answer
put moo points in the comments.
If you answer all these questions that I asked in the comments, I will respond.
Yeah.
So,
He will definitely respond. I will read them and go, oh.
Don't be like, I'll answer 4 or 5. I'll respond either way. But,
I do read the comments, just so you guys know. It's just that I don't answer every comment a lot of the time, because when I am reading comments, usually it's during, I'll get an email from it and I'm in the middle of school, which I don't have that problem anymore, so I will be reading and answering your comments more often. But it is just a big thing with timing and stuff like that. A lot of times I'm busy. I've been busy for a while, so.
She won't be busy anymore, minus the running around for the next month.
Yeah. But.
Did you enjoy the questions?
Yeah, I did.
Were you surprised by the
I
questions?
thought a lot of these questions were really good. I do think that a lot of my answers were pretty decent.
I liked your answers. I tried to make some of them easy and give you some actual good questions. I tried anyway.
I don't know if you caught it. I said moo point. So a moo point is like a cow's opinion.
Oh, moo point.
A moo point.
Oh my goodness, I thought you said moot.
It's like a cow's opinion.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's a moo point. I got that from friends.
It's cute.
Also, comment down below if you know who said that. I want to see. I want to see who gets that right. Anyway, but yeah, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dad. All right.
My favorite buddy. I waited 7 long years for you.
Aww.
I thought that I would never have a kid. I dreamt of you for 7 years, and definitely one of my biggest blessings in life.
Other than this one.
You are the other one.
Aww.
I would be nothing without these two, and my life would be an empty shell of a life, which I'm sure God would give me purpose otherwise, but I couldn't imagine what. And I'm very glad that being a part of your life was something I could do.
Yay! All right. Well, I have a car trunk to pack, so we have to go. But
yeah. This has been a long video. This
is probably the longest one yet. This is an hour and 19 or so minutes counting.
Is it real?
Here with the exit, and this is the video files.